I'm trying to do this and not be overzealous. Yesterday, I was doing my normal thing of watching YouTube videos, and I come across El Presador. You probably know who he is. He's pretty popular, and he was doing a vlog on this video that he saw that was from New Jersey. So I went and I watched the video. Yeah, twisted bitch. Anyways, it shows this nanny cam of this black guy that broke into this lady's house and just beats the shit out of her with her little 3-year-old kid sitting right there on the couch. Just beat. Oh my god. It made me sick to my stomach. It really pissed me off. Beyond the point of trying to think on what I was going to say, how I was going to address the problem, for me to either dismiss it or bring light to it to either other YouTubers or to Facebook or to friends and family. That way they can pass it on to other people as well. And I watched that video like 4 or 5 times. I just could not believe what I saw. Because this dude, I'm not racist, okay? At all. I don't care about fucking color, period. He was a black guy, but he's a big black dude. And this woman was little bitty. I mean, he just pummels her. And on the newscast that it was showing me, the husband was talking. It was like, yeah, me and a couple officers were in the office and we watched the video and we all were so stunned that we didn't know what to say or what to do or nothing like that. And I'm like, dude, if that was my wife, he better pray to God we don't cross tracks. You better fucking run and hide. What would you do? What would you honestly do if this was your wife or girlfriend or whoever, your mom, your sister? What would you do if this dude broke into your house and just annihilated her and threw her down the steps like he did in that video? In the news report that I posted it to my Facebook, you can look it up. It's Blaine Million. I don't care. Go right ahead. It's just the husband seemed so nonchalant about talking about it, like it didn't really bother him that much that it happened. I mean, he wasn't hysterical. He didn't sound pissed off. He didn't sound mad. He just sounded kind of lost and confused. There is no way in hell I could ever be that calm. And I do mean ever be that nonchalant about it. To be able to even sit down and think about what happened, to control myself from the straight arming up and searching that dude out and hanging him up and gutting him, because there would be no trial for him in my world. He would not go to jail, but I know what's going to happen. It's just like El Prestador said. Even if they catch this guy, they're going to put him in jail, sure, but they're going to give him a bond. It's going to probably be a really high bond, but they're going to give him a bond and give him a chance to be back out on the streets for something like that to happen again. It'll happen. If the little baby raper can get a bond, this motherfucker's going to get a bond. And for me, this is just too much. This is beyond over the top, because if it had been in a different fashion, if this had been a different race, that it happened to, if if they had to switch places, it'd have been all over the fucking news. You would have seen it on Channel 5, Channel 11, or whatever news channels in your area. You'd have seen it. It'd have been blown out of proportion. It'd have been so fucking big that everybody would have known about it. It really would have, whether you believe it or not, it would have. But in the video, the woman's like, well, I tried not to scream because my little girl was right there, and I figured if I didn't scream, she wouldn't scream, because if she would scream, I was afraid the man would attack her too. And me and my wife were talking about it, and I told her, I was like, if anybody ever does that to you, grab a fucking knife and jam it right here as hard as you can. She's like, I'll go to jail for that. I was like, no, you won't. If somebody breaks into your house and attacks you, you have every bit of right to protect yourself with any means necessary. Period. Be it gun, knife, bat, crowbar, whatever. You better protect yourself. And I told her that flat out. I was like, don't let nobody ever run over you like that. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to do this commentary. I just don't know how to come about it and say the right or wrong things. So I'm just going to blatantly ask you, what would you do? What's your field of view on the subject? Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. I'm out. Peace.